Hello, my name is Kipsia, and I'm submitting a video for the Spiritual Reset Part 2 for EDUC 547 class. I went ahead and wrote down the things I wanted to say in this video. So, the first two biggest milestones of my life, the first one was when I became a Christian at 16 years old. I dedicated my life to God, and I wanted to pursue Him. I wanted to change my life around and pray continuously, read my Bible, so much so that I actually ended up going to a Bible college for my BA, and then I decided to get my master's grad school at APU at another Christian institute. So God has been definitely very active in my life. The another big milestone was me going to Japan for 2 years to teach English. It was right here. It was at that moment where I decided to pursue education as a career. I fell in love with the students. I fell in love with the system. I fell in love with just me teaching what I have learned in my life. So I thought that was definitely a big milestone. And in this, the second instructions is two of your most significant resources and how they serve a purpose to redirect me to scripture. And one of them is so I started implementing reading a daily devotional. I have like this little book, and I keep it in my car. I have to commute for work, so everything that I can put in my car, it's like my little movable house. Whatever I can fit in there is usually what I use. But this little booklet, I read a devotional every morning, and that helps me to refocus, recenter myself before going to work at how is the day going to be, and just for me to pray internally and externally as well as I begin the day. One of the scripture that helps me to remember this is Hebrews 11:6. Whoever would draw near to God must believe that He exists and that He rewards those who seek Him. God Himself is our greatest reward, and when we have Him, we have everything. Therefore, seek the Lord in His strength, seek His presence continually. So that helps me to remind myself that yes, I need to every day, I need to seek Him every day. I need to open up His Word every day. I need to be filled up with His Word, with His presence, for me to be able to lead others, be able to be a good positive influence on my students, and so on and so forth. Another thing that redirects me to God is worship. I love music. And for me, listening to music in the car as I'm driving to work also helps. Again, to refocus myself, to sing praises to God, and for me to um, just be at a good state. I love upbeat worship music that gets me going, gets my blood pumping, and gets my blood to my brain, and for me to start getting excited about the day. That really helps me. And one of the verses that helps me is Psalm 96. Sing to the Lord, praise His name, proclaim His salvation day after day, declare His glory among the nations, His marvelous deeds among all peoples. For great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. He is to be feared above all gods. Ascribe to the Lord, O families and nations. Ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. You hear all over Psalms is sing to the Lord because He is worthy of our praises. For me, when I sing to the Lord, that's what I love to do. I'm currently learning how to. I know some keys on the keyboard, but I want to continually develop that skill because I love worship, and I think it would be an awesome thing for me to be able to play songs and be able to sing to the Lord. So yeah, those are definitely resources. As far as my now plan, I wrote some notes about it, but my now plan is so I'm guessing what I understood from the assignment is to go step by step, I guess, what I do in the day for me to refocus to God. So one of them is waking up and having a thankful heart. Waking up because certain things in my life, there are some things that I could be sad about. There's some things that I could be depressed about. But when I wake up, I choose to be thankful. I choose to say, Lord, thank you for a night's rest. Thank you that I was able to have a bed last night. Thank you that I'm able to wake up and have another live another day. So for me to have a thankful heart and a grateful heart helps me. And also in the morning is to have time for myself, have time getting ready. If that is having a good shower, wearing clothes that make me feel comfortable, that makes me feel confident. For me, when I look when I feel fashionable, when I feel like my hair is, what's coping with me that day, if I feel like, oh my gosh, my makeup was on point today, I feel very confident. And for me, is spending that little time with myself and just kind of getting ready for the day really helps me to start my day, just to be confident. And then for me, it's waking up early enough to make juice. I like to live a healthy lifestyle, and I've been trying to do the juicing celery, apples or oranges. So waking up, sometimes I don't do it all the time, but if I do, I try to do that even at school where I work. They have a home economics class, so I can bring my celery and I can bring my ingredients and just juice it there. So I'm definitely, that's not, it hasn't been implemented yet, but I will definitely start in the near future. That's definitely one of the main goals that I want to do. And read my daily devotional in the car before starting work. Take a wholesome lunch, something that I enjoy. Again, I like to be healthy, so not bringing something that's going to make me feel sluggish or just bloated. I bring something like a good yogurt or a salad, or a wholesome meal that is going to energize me and keep me going for the rest of the day, that makes me feel good. So now, while I spend time pampering myself up in the morning, I also want to do so internally. Let's see. So yeah, so having being able to do all that in the morning helps me to be a good example to my students, be a good role model to them, and be happy. I don't think the last thing they want is a teacher that is mad, that is bitter, that is, uncomfortable in their own skin. Like, I want to show that to them. I want to be their model, that, they can be confident, they can be comfortable, they can be safe, creating a safe environment for them. And then depending on the day, or in the evening, just going, preparing myself a nice dinner, or even treating myself out, get together with a friend, or with a coworker, anything that continues to fuel me. I feel like those little things, having little rewards that will help me to have something to look forward to at the end of the day, really helps me, really gets me going in the, rely on the day and enjoy the day of, instead of living for the next day. So yeah, those are some things that I really enjoy. I try to schedule things out throughout the week. Like on Wednesdays, I go salsa dancing, or on Tuesdays, I have a Bible study, or on Thursday, I can go meet my friend. On Friday, I usually try to, go somewhere. So those are some things that, really give me a positive outlook on the week, but also on each day. So yeah, those are some things that I do, to keep me focused and recentered to God. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.